All right, welcome back. Welcome back. Well, Giwa Olusegun joins us now as we take a trip on the Money Spinning World of Sports. We continue from where we left it off. Let me just welcome you, Shegu. Can I call you Shegu?
Yeah, of course.
All
Thank you for
right,
having me,
it's good to
Brian.
have you join us.
Thank you for having me. It's nice to see you too, Cecilia.
Thank you for coming. All right, let's still talk about the sport festival. Of course, it's still going to be on and on and on. And Toby Loba Amusho has been talking about the fact that they actually want better planning for it. You will understand what happened this year. It was something that, okay, Abuja had to come to rescue. The sports minister had to say, okay, we have to do this. It's getting too long. After 6 years with Cross River now coming up. So you had to do something about it. And Toby Loba is one of those top athletes. She also set a record here, breaking the record and setting a new one. And of course, she just wants better planning for the sports festival. Let's hear from her.
Pretty much I wasn't thinking I was gonna be here, so it was like a late minute thing. Cause I got the information I think around November 30th. I don't have my finals like pretty much this week, so I'm like, okay, let me see if I'm gonna be here or not. But since I was able to like schedule my finals, I'm like, okay, let's do it.
Let's talk about ways we can make the sports festival better from an athlete's perspective.
Pretty much the preparation is it's okay, but they need to inform like foreign-based athlete like it's gonna be commencing, so people know what to do with the workout. Because right now, everyone in the states are pretty much doing a strength and conditioning first. It's not like we're in the in season that we have to put on spike shoes, and it's just different. So coming here is pretty competitive for a foreign-based athlete because we're not using our spikes as yet. So things like this is gonna mess us up if they don't tell us earlier.
All right. Yep. When you're not using your spikes, you weren't prepared. You didn't know that, okay, you were going to be part of a team and all that. In November, you told, okay, come, and it's going to be December. Just have some few times to prepare and come. And remember, she's based in the US and all that, so it's always difficult. And she's African champion. She was in Asaba 2018, winning the hurdles, 100 meters hurdles. And all right now, national champion in Nigeria, setting the record, or record holder. But then she wasn't really happy. Next time it's going to be better. I do 2020, she should be ready.
Yeah, she said some things. I don't know, Shegun, maybe we'll get your perspective on that. He said, look, we're foreign athletes. We're based there. We need time. You don't just jump on us and tell us in the next 1 month come. And some will now bring that argument of, okay, some of these elite athletes that were defeated, they were defeated because they didn't have the time to give us their best performances because this thing was hurriedly done. Is that an excuse if you're an elite athlete to lose?
Well, to me, for a competition, you don't give them a month to prepare. I mean, give them 3 to 4 month notice.
Stable calendar.
Stable calendar.
You know, April we are coming.
Of course. You don't just jump into their schedule and be like, okay, come for the next program. I mean, for the next competition. It's not done. I mean, if they are losing out in this competition, it's probably due to the, small timeline, the short timeline they had.
They had to prepare. And if you remember that, Mary Yanley actually mentioned the timing of it and said most of the athletes, especially in track and field, I mean, this is the time for them to relax. I mean, they burn out energy and all that. This is the time for them to relax.
It's not their peak
wait
period.
for the indoor seasons that starts in February. So it's not their peak period, except you're exceptionally good. So by the time you start seeing athletes being dusted and all that, and having some young ones actually coming up. And that is why I said I love the National Sport Festival. Make it open. Everyone come and compete from from a year old, I mean a newborn baby if you can, to 150 and all that. Everyone just come and compete and see what you can get out of it. That was just part of the fun that I had, watching the National Sports Festival this year.
Let's move on. We could go on and on talking about the NBA, but we have to move on. Let's talk about our own now, Cecilia and Shego. Let's talk about the CAF on the 17. Some people don't understand why the Golden Eaglets are not seeded. But as far as CAF is concerned, you didn't qualify for the last edition. And on the strength of that, we're not seeded. 8 teams already in that tournament. Let's quickly do the explanation of how this will pan out. Cecilia, we're in pot 2, Angola and Cameroon in pot 1. That's how it's going to go down. There you have it on screen. The teams in pot 2, Morocco, Nigeria, Senegal, and Uganda. Of course, at the draws, we'll know what will happen. But to me, it doesn't give you any advantage. First, because the team that played 2 years ago is not the same team that will play now. So all of these CDs at age grade, to me, doesn't really matter much. Just go there, play your game. Names don't matter. Botswana can beat Nigeria. It can happen. So I don't see it as a disadvantage. I don't know about you, though.
Of course, this is African football. Yeah. You can't predict anything when you go up there. You just have to deliver because it's a new set of team, like we said earlier. You know, the Nigerian team meeting Cameroon or Angola or Morocco, regardless of who they are meeting, which team they are meeting, they are likely to deliver. But we must also not forget that this team came prepared for this competition. What we had, whether we have the history behind us or a record, we don't have to depend on that. We just have to go in there, deliver in 90-minute football, get all the 3 points against every opponent. That's very important.
It's really key because, I mean, I love the fact that, you know, what we've done in the last edition, we could have qualified, but then the boys we saw were actually young boys. We didn't have to go to the league to pick players, which is really good. You have academies everywhere. I mean, you have players you can actually pick from secondary schools and all that. When you do that, you obviously know that the players you're picking, you know, are young players and not, you know, where you have to
overage players, of course.
Precisely. So we don't want that. All right, we need to go for a break now. When we come, of course, we'll be talking about the FIFA Club World Cup. Players have changed, backroom staff have changed. I think the fact that Mike Phelan is actually coming back to help might just be, you know, an advantage for him. I don't think United need a stop-gap measure, or rather someone to bridge the gap and actually help them. But hey, maybe they don't have a choice. They have to pick a former player. But can he succeed?
That's the big question.
It's going to be very difficult because you talked about Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola actually helped the Barcelona B team. And most of the young players you saw at Barcelona, he groomed them. He worked with them and groomed them up. Same with Zinedine Zidane. He was with Carlo Ancelotti all the while when Carlo Ancelotti actually won the Champions League. We saw that. And it was also India B team. Another. He has groomed some big players and everything. And if you check the highest level that he played, the players he had at Real Madrid were those players, if you had them, I mean, if you don't win 2 or 3 trophies, I mean, somebody's going to be calling for your head because you have the star-studded team. Take a look at Manchester United team, for instance. Lukaku, I mean, people say he can't even tap ball. I mean, Phil Jones, own goal specialist. Didier Drogba, I mean...
She's already painted the picture. But what's your opinion?
My opinion about the players, they also need to up their game.
Okay.
It's not always about the manager most times. Because the likes of Paul Pogba and co, they also need to step up. We blame Mourinho, now he's gone.
Okay.
What is the life? I mean, what would be the life be after Mourinho? You know, these guys need to step up, get result and score when they have to. Lukaku now, I believe he has been off for some particular, some games now. But let's see, the new manager is the interim manager, so to say, is there. Now, this guy needs to step up, especially Paul Pogba. You know, you saw his reaction on social media, like caption this and stuff like that. Now it's gone. Let's see whether you guys can get the result because 26 points out of 17 games in the Premier League and 6th in position is not what United and Manchester United is at.
Okay.
What was that? We've never had that, right? Manchester United in their history. Because I was trying to check and see the last time they actually were that poor. Maybe before the era of Premier League. I mean, right? Because it's been like we've not seen that. So it's been so bad.
It's difficult for us as pundits to sit here and to say whether or not it's a good move. But on the face of it, I think what we can all agree on is that here is a man who has a connection to the past, who symbolizes the glory days of United. Okay. And when everybody sees him, that's what they remember. I think that's what we all can agree on, that it probably will bring the good vibes. Whether or not the good vibes will come with the results is another thing. But we'll wait to see. But a lot of people agree that...
I just want the players to step up, you know, support the manager all the way. So, you know, they can rebuild it.
You feel it can still work with these players? And get the results, or he needs to do a massive overhaul?
Not massive, maybe some, because no player is bigger than the club. You have to note that. And if some set of players are trying to say, okay, we don't like it, and okay, Maria is gone.
Okay.